from ABS-CBN Music, we have the head of ABS-CBN Music, Sir Roxy Liquigan. He's coming. Paparating po siya. Of course, we have overall head of creatives, content, and operations, ABS-CBN Music, Sir Jonathan Manalo here with us today. We have OIC head of music publishing. We have attorney Marivik Benedicto here with us today. Hello, attorney. And of course, here with us today are the producers that are working with us here at Cat Records. We have Christian Martinez, Kiko Salazar, Raizo Chabeldin, and Mr. Sunny Ilacad. But this event wouldn't be complete if it weren't for all of you, our friends and partners from the media. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here with us today. But before anything else, before we start this program, we'd like to invite Sir Jonathan Manalo for a couple words here with us on stage. Sir John, I believe you have a couple words for everyone today. Sir Jonathan Manalo, everybody.
Hello! Thank you, Jeremy. Good afternoon, everyone. And meron akong message dito. Babasahin ko na lang sa inyo. Good day, everyone. Thank you for being here to support the launch of a special label under the umbrella of ABS-CBN Music. We present today to you Cat Records. We all love cats. Di ba yan yung logo ng Cat Records? Pakita nyo, nasa yung logo ng Cat Records? Ayan. Di ba? Ang cute-cute ng cat. But beyond that, actually, yung root word ng Cat Records, it's a cool label name that abbreviates catalog music. While we also reflect the playfulness and creative ideas we want to bring in reimagining the well-loved songs in our catalog. The ABS-CBN Music catalog is filled with tracks that have defined generations, became the soundtrack of our lives, and helped shape the landscape of OPM. But music continues to evolve, to be reimagined, and to be heard by a whole new generation of listeners. That is the vision behind Cat Records. To bridge the classic and the contemporary, Cat Records will reintroduce these beloved and timeless songs from our rich catalog, giving them a fresh spin, new energy, and a modern voice through incredible re-recordings and reimaginations. So at its heart, this is about preserving music, the ABS-CBN catalog that has become part of the great Filipino songbook. Thank you again to everyone who came today. We truly appreciate your support to Cat Records, and of course, congratulations kay Attorney Marivik Benedicto. Siya ang nag-aalaga nitong Cat Records. And of course, nandiyan na rin papunta na ang aming big boss, Sister Roxy Liquigan. And na-excite ako for you to listen to some of the performances and the artists na included sa current roster ng Cat Records, and madadagdagan pa yan na madadagdagan in the coming months. So watch out for those announcements. Thank you very much.
Sir Jonathan Manalo, everybody. Thank you so much for those beautiful words, Sir John. And now, to know more about Cat Records itself, we would like to call on Attorney Marivik Benedicto for opening remarks. Attorney Marivik Benedicto, everybody.
Hello po. Ang ganda ng speech ni John, tatagalugin ko na lang ito. Unang-una, ang Cat Records ay walang kinalaman sa pusa kasi dog person po ako. Secondly, so alam niyo naman na sa isang song, dalawa po yun. Yung performance ng artist na very familiar tayo, at on the other side is yung composition po ng mga songwriter. So, pinalad naman ng ABS-CBN na napakarami naming composition ng magagaling na kompositor na nangunguna sa Pilipinas. Unang-una na dito ay si Jonathan Manalo, na lahat kilala natin. The genius behind Taratena and other hit songs like Patuloy ang Pangarap. And we also have si Christian Martinez, who's here with us. Siya yung composer ng best-selling song namin na ang title is Chicken Dance. And also, a lot of songs like, Ikaw na ba si Mr. Right? Di ba yung gano'n? Daming songs ni Christian Martinez. So, as you know, sabi nga namin, ang dami nating songs. So, sabi namin, sayang naman na na parang nag-aantay lang tayo na makahanap tayo ng artist, tapos i-develop natin yung artist, and then pag-aantay, mamimili tayo ng songs for for our artists. What if we become more deliberate? Kasi may mga songs din kami sa catalog na very iconic, like yung mga himig handog na songs, yan, yung mga kuha ko na lang sana, di ba, yung mga ganun. And of course, yung Tito Vic and Joey catalog, yung BST na catalog is with us also. So sabi namin, sobrang na-inspire kasi kami dahil ang daming Gen Z na nadidiscover nila yung mga old songs, tapos akala nila bago. So sabi namin, ang dami-daming songs na talagang kailangan malaman ng Gen Z. Kasi sila yung sila yung magdadala nito sa future. So, ang namin, ang inspiration namin, sana wag makalimutan ng mga future Filipinos itong mga iconic songs na to. So that's why we decided na gagawin namin, magiging deliberate kami sa strategy namin. First strategy is to make as many versions of the songs as possible. And secondly also is to discover more singer-songwriters. So mamaya may makikilala tayo isang singer-songwriter, si Jerry Violago, na siya yung first offering ng Cat Records. But at the same time, we'll also let you hear yung mga namin, yung mga takes namin on the songs of that we control. So para makita niya yung iba-ibang interpretasyon, iba-ibang artist na pwedeng gumawa ng mga songs na yun. This is our way to make sure that OPM talaga stays for as long as possible and is appreciated by the future generations. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cat Records and thank you for all your support.
Nakaka-excite talaga, and I'm sure we can expect so many releases coming our way, at I'm sure marami pa sa atin na we cannot wait to hear yung mga bagong tunog at mga bagong boses from Cat Records. But syempre, now, to give us a taste of what Cat Records is all about, let's immerse ourselves in some performances, shall we? You guys want some performances today? Yeah! Alright, let's welcome our first performer here on stage on guitar. We got Gino Nazat. Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Nazal, thank you so much, brother, for that beautiful medley of songs from Matthew. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Siyempre, up next, we'd like to introduce to you our next performer, guys. He is the first singer-songwriter under Cat Records. Kaya naman, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome here on stage, we got Jerry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for singer-songwriter Jerry. Thank you so much. We are so excited to hear your project under Cat Records. Jerry, everybody. All right, to all of our friends from the media, are you guys ready to get more and more energized as the performers come along? Say yes if you are.
Yeah.
All right, I feel your energy. Kaya naman here with us today with a message from a song that hits just different. Kaya naman, let's welcome JM Yosures. JM Yosures, everybody, and JM personally, thank you so much for giving new life to a song from Himikandok 2020, sung by a dear friend of mine, Davey Lang, and Reddit CPs kay Davey Lang, and Critico. Thank you so much, JM Yosures.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
JM Yosures, everybody. Alright, syempre abangan nyo yung release niya ng Ang Hirap Maging Mahirap together with upcoming songs from other Cat Records artists coming soon. But up next, we have a performer who's truly one of the most captivating voices of his generation. Kaya naman, please welcome Saga.
Matagal ko nang inaasam ang tunay, totoong kumikinang na pag-ibig. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Saga. Please give a round of applause. Thank you so much for the performance of Diamante. Guys, if you want to hear that version, if you want to stream that and keep it on repeat, abangan nyo po soon out on digital platforms worldwide. Abangan nyo po talaga. Pero syempre, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of Sir Roxy Lakigan. I believe he is here with us today, right now. Sir Roxy, hello po sa inyo. Alright, and up next for our next performer, you guys want to keep the performances going?
Yes.
Alright, our next performer, alam nyo, his version of this song has been trending all over social media, and you guys get to hear it here. So launch on Cat Records, live na live. Let's welcome on stage, Sifra.
Ipapatawad mo aking kapangasan. Binibini ko, sana'y maintindihan. Alam kong kailan lang tayo natatagpo, ngunit parang sa inyo ayaw kong lumayo. Ipagpatawad mo, ako may naguguluhan. Di ka masisi na ako'y bataan. Hindi na dapat ako pagtiwala. lumayo. Iba't patawad mo, minahal kayo agad. Everybody, wanna hear you sing it? 3, 2.
Gentlemen, alam niyo, Sifa, it's one thing to see all of your performances on social media, but it's another thing to hear it live na live. At meron sa mga ginawang bagong kulot, ang daming kulot kanina. Grabe, thank you so much, Sifa, ladies and gentlemen. And might I say, ang gaganda ng mga boses nyo, ha? Napakatindi kayo dito. But syempre, before we head to our last performance, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Head of Corporate Communications. Sir Kane Chua is here with us. Hello po sa inyo. But now, for our last performance, this is something, alam nyo, sa totoo lang, this is something that we've rarely seen. And I believe it's a first time for me to see this, and I think it's a first time in general even. Please welcome June Figueroa to the stage for a special saxophone performance.
Wow.
Let's give it up.
John microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, June Figueroa with Rock Baby Rock by VST and Company. Grabe naman yun. Diba? Thank you so much. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that has been all of the artists for Cat Records that we have for you today. Grabe! Truly world-class performances indeed. Nagustuhan nyo ba yun? Yeah. Nagustuhan nyo? Well, since nagustuhan nyo, I am sure you guys are ready to get to know about Cat Records on a deeper level. Kaya naman, please join me in welcoming Attorney Marivig Benedicto on stage as she answers questions. Let's go, Attorney! Attorney Marivig, everybody! Dito po tayo, Attorney. Happy birthday
May
naman.
fireworks?
Ayun, may fireworks na tayo.
Laki ng budget namin. May fireworks.
Yun lang talaga. Attorney, our first question comes from Sir Chris Ramos Jr. from One Music. Ang question niya is, how important is it to give these classic catalog songs a new vessel through Cat Records?
Oh, syempre, we don't want the future generations. These songs actually define us as Filipinos. So, we don't want the future generations to forget them, na baka pakinggan na lang nila pa ng K-pop. So, we really want them, the future generations, the young people now, to be familiar with all of these songs, and of course with the way that these emotions were expressed during the time.
And I really love that. Lalo na ngayon na OPM is being heard worldwide, no?
Yes.
It is important for everyone to also, lalo na yung younger generation, to hear what the OPM sound really is through these songs, di ba? Alright, our next question is from Highlight Manila. What was the inspiration behind creating this new record label, and how were these artists chosen to be part of this milestone?
Ano kami, the way we choose artists is very easy. Because what we do is we look at our artists and then we see ano bang mga OPM songs na meron tayo na babagay sa kanila. So, of course we have mga in-house na producers like si Jonathan, and we also are being assisted by si Miss Nancy Yabut, if you're familiar with her. The way that we look for the songs is it's really yung classic na A&R. You listen to the artist, tapos you see ano kaya yung babagay na songs. So, madami kaming kanta na, syempre hindi naman pwede na isang beses lang sila na-record, tapos magre-rest na kami dun sa, dun sa laurels ng recording na yon. So, what we did talaga is to keep looking for mga better versions or other versions of a song. For example, yung sa BST, yung sax ay isa pa lang yan. We have an entire album that's going to be released tomorrow sa Spotify na panay sax versions ng it's entitled BST Jazz Grooves. So, panay yan, panay. Yung kanina, yung tumutugtog kanina na awitin mo isasayaw ko, yan, it's part of that. Tapos, we have other versions of BST, gagawa rin kami ng acoustic, gagawa rin kami ng pang spa, pang kasal, pang gano'n. So, it's really, gusto talaga namin makadami talaga kami ng versions as much as possible.
So tama po ba, attorney? That album will be released tonight at 12 midnight.
Yes, Spotify po.
Yan, abangan nyo po yan sa lahat ng digital platforms.
BST Jazz Grooves.
Yeah, thank you so much, attorney. Our next questions come from Jacqueline Ortega from Soundcheck Manila.
Hi.
Ay, hello.
Hi po. Hello, hi.
Hi, Miss Jacqueline.
Hello, so we just saw like a roster of artists. Will this be under your label, signed under your label, the ones we saw kanina?
So far, we have one artist under our label, si Jerry. He's going to be purely under our label, but we're also going to borrow from other labels in ABS-CBN, and even if payagan kami yung mga record labels ng ibang record label din outside ABS, we also want to borrow artists from them. So, like sila John, di naman talaga sila taga-Cat Records, taga-ano talaga sila, di ba? Star Music, Star Pop, AMI, so we're going to borrow also. Hopefully, we'll have one by Beanie soon also.
So, what's like your basis in getting artists to perform these different songs with these different versions? Like, how do you choose? Like, paano bagay ito sa ganito?
It's really an A&R thing. Una-muna, we look for a theme. For example, we want to do all himig handog. Tapos, ano ba yung mga songs ng himig handog na naging popular? Tapos we look for ano ba yung versions na pwedeng gawin, and then sino ba yung mga artists na pwedeng gumawa.
Right, thank you and congrats. Very exciting
Thank you.
milestone here within ABS-CBN Music.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Jacqueline.
Actually, idea po to ni Sir Roxy Likigan.
Ayan, shout out to Sir Roxy. Alright, our next question comes from Jeffrey Perdon from Showbiz Online Portal. Ang question na ay, what sets Cat Records apart? Kasi syempre, ABS-CBN Music has an umbrella of sub-labels.
Yes.
Well, what sets Cat Records apart from every other one?
So, ang kakaibahan po ng Cat Records, wala kaming genre na specific lang to us. We cater all genres. Tapos, we are focusing on the songwriters and the songs, not a specific genre of music. Hindi kami rock lang, hindi rin kami pop lang. We're across all genres.
Ayan. Next question comes from Patrick Villanueva from Business Mirror. Actually, attorney, kanina, if we're talking about what sets Cat Records apart as a label, we are talking about how it can focus and bring out new artists through this label.
Yeah, so that's also part of the strategy is to look for mga singer-songwriters na bagong artists like si Jerry nga. And then also, yun naman, sometimes biglang nagiging viral kasi yung mga bagong versions. For example, si Fra, bigla na lang nag-viral yung version niya. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for new artists na biglang nagba-viral using our songs. Tapos we'll improve on the recording, like just what happened kay Sifra. We'll improve on the recording and then we'll market them as an artist.
All right. This one from Chedi Grace. How would you define the identity and sound of Cat Records compared to other OPM labels today?
So as I said, Cat Records is all about catalog. So it's really all about yung iconic na mga songs of yesteryears. Yan. So yun ang identity talaga ng Cat Records. It's all about songs from the past na which have been enjoyed by previous generations that we want to bring forward to the next generation. So that's the identity talaga of Cat. But we don't have a specific genre.
Thank you so much, attorney. Our next question comes from Metro.Style. Why was now the right time to launch a label focused on reimagining timeless Filipino songs? And how do you balance preserving the original essence of these classics while trying to make them fresh para sa new generation natin?
Yeah, so now, because there's never a good time to start this, matagal na namin itong wish list na magkaroon kami ng sarili namin. Well, actually, it's more of magkaroon kami ng control over recordings. Kasi syempre, dun sa ibang labels, ang nagde-decide kung anong kanta, sinong artist, are the label heads. So, sabi rin namin, ang dami nating kanta, sayang naman, parang this might be good for this artist or that artist. Kaya lang, since it's not our jurisdiction, parang hindi kami pwedeng makialam, di ba? So, thankfully naman, si Sir Roxy, parang naisip din niya na, parang this is parang the fact na ang dami nating kanta is really, it's almost parang it's a responsibility na to do this in so many genres. And, so, we're actually aiming for 200 songs this year for the balance of the year. So, sana makadami, so, may mga producers na kami in-house like si Christian Martinez, si Gab Dagantad, si Rizzo and si Biv. And we have a lot of sila Kiko Salazar. And of course, like as I mentioned, si Nancy Abot also is helping us. And ayun, so talagang gusto namin makarami. Because we also want to have a bigger and a healthy catalog for the future. Kasi ang hirap na catalog records pero isang album lang. So gusto namin talaga pag by the end of the year makarami kami.
And I love that point, no? Kasi ABS-CBN Music has been doing this with their artists din eh. Artists have been making revivals to songs, but it is nice that there is a label talaga that they can all do that if they want to. Diba? Alright, our next question comes from Cinema One. Ako, attorney, kahit kailan ko, pwede ako. Naka-video yan ha, naka-video yan. Alright, from Cinema One. Ang tanong niya, why do you think timeless OPM songs continue to resonate across generations? And what makes a song timeless, in your opinion?
Siyempre timeless siya kasi the emotions resonate with a lot of people from various times of various generations. It's the same emotions that maybe these are the emotions that set us apart from AI. Diba? Ito yung mga emosyon na to. And these are yung feelings ng mga Pilipino over so many decades na. So that's why it's timeless because it resonates with many people over time.
Thank you so much. And I think you kind of answered this next question from Danica Lacson from Philippine Concerts. But if you want to reinforce this, why is it important to introduce iconic Filipino songs to a younger generation of music fans? And what makes this initiative different from a traditional revival or a traditional cover project na ginagawa?
Well, yung difference lang is this is really deliberate. As we said, 200 songs by the end of this year. So sana makaabot kami. Why is it important? Because we really have to not forget OPM. We should not forget our own music na ang dami na kasing influences. Parang sabi borderless na nga yung mundo. So parang ang mga bata ngayon parang they don't see yung difference between K-pop and Beanie. So sa kanila it's the same music. But it's really different because these are our values, these are our the way that this is our culture that we're trying to transmit, and we don't want kids to forget that their identity as Filipinos. Sabi nga, ang music is in our DNA. Doon tayo talaga magaling. So, dapat malaman lang ng mga bata, what sets us apart as a people.
I love that. Music is basically part of the Filipinos' DNA, and the music that we are hearing right now, is part of that DNA. I love that so much. Our last questions come from Lara Lagora from the Philippine Star. I believe she's here with us. Is she here with us today? Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Lara.
Hello po, attorney. So, overall po, since you mentioned po that the reason for this launch for Cat Records is to preserve OPM music. So, in your opinion po, where do you see OPM in the future, in the possible future po, now that this specific type of music record po is about to be launched na po?
Well, I see OPM as still being part of the generations that will be following after us. Na 100 years from now, we'll still be hearing Awitin Mo Isasayaw Ko and all of these other songs that have endeared themselves to us, diba? Throughout the generation. So, that's what we're looking at na 100 years from now, alam pa rin natin kung ano yung OPM. Diba? Yun.
Alright, thank you so much, Lara. And maraming salamat to all of our friends from the media for
Thank
all of
you
your
po.
insightful questions. And thank you so much, Attorney,
Thank you rin.
for your amazing answers.
Salamat sa suporta.
Yes. Siyempre, before we close the program, I want to invite Sir Roxy and all of the
Roxy.
artists that performed kanina. All the artists of Cat Records, please join Attorney and Sir John as well. For a quick photo op, we have Gino Nazal, Jerry, J.M. Yosures, Saga, Sifra, and June Figueroa.
And you.
Sir Kane as well, Cat Records, everybody. Yes po.
Kuya, may medyo sa likod.
Dito po kayo sa stage for a quick photo op.
Kuya, may...
What's up, Cap? Look at that here with us.
Sa